With only 9 spots up for grabs in the next round, points are more important than ever. Last time, the top drivers continued their strong performances as Monstar and Ragtag Jim looked to have 2 of those 9 spots locked up. Today, however, 2 more of the drivers with perfect runs from the opening round look to keep pace. Round 2 of the Freezie500 continues from the frozen slopes of Verglacia and the Elevation Trail. First up is the number 3 seed, Space Ace. Ace had a masterful run in his opening group as he was the 3rd driver to tally a perfect run, but in reality, I wouldn't expect anything less from the most expensive car in the field. Next up in this second group is Papa Pugsley and Mantrum. The number 9 seed is hoping to add to his 26 points that he scored in round number 1. Coming into this round, the number 16 seed is definitely hoping for more, as Rufus Lidar needs to improve on his 23 points, which barely squeaked him in to round 2. A millionaire, a man-child, and a cat walk into a racetrack. Still working on the punchline. Round 2, Group 3 starts now. And it looks like Space Ace continues his point streak as he takes 11 points on this lap as well. He's not the fastest driver though, as Rufus Lidar gets out and gets some nice little air at the first whoop in the course. However, his speed is a little too much as he gets all jumpy and twitchy at the foot of the jump. That spills his sausage all over the landing area, spilling out Papa Pugsley in the process. Rufus's car is dancing around like a cat on a hot tin roof. If he wants to make it into the next round, he's going to have to get better control of his rig. With Papa and Rufus spun out after the jump, Ace is laughing all the way to the finish line. That's another 11 points. That's another big score. Ace better be careful what he says, cause Rufus obviously isn't having any of it. They come out of the gate, and Rufus and Ace get together, and Ace just gets a little ahead, but Rufus says, "No, you're done," and that allows Papa Pugsley to almost run away with it. The pond looks like it's gathered another victim, as I don't think Papa Pugsley's able to cross that line, and looking at a different angle, no, he's just short. That pond, that's an unsuspecting obstacle right there. Well, Rufus is definitely not having a good time because he comes out of the gate, hits the first bump in the course, and puts him into the wall in front of Papa Pugsley. Unfortunately, Papa Pugsley's the collateral damage on that one, and Space Ace runs away with another lap victory. Well, this was definitely not the showing Rufus and Papa P were hoping for. Their totals pretty much guarantee their golfing season starts early. whereas Space Ace continues the trend of the top drivers doing well. His 61 points land him in the P2 position on the leaderboard, bumping Ragtag to third. And with half the races in the books, getting into the 60s pretty much guarantees a berth in round 3. Group 4 starts with the number 4 seed, who also scored a perfect 33 in round 1. Sneaky Bob was rock solid in his group and hopes to continue the trend set by the other top drivers. The next racer is unknown, but we know who he is. Kinda. Either way, the number 10 seed scored 26 points in round 1 and needs big points to put him in contention to move on to round 3. Blink fills out this group and comes in as the number 15 seed. Some rough luck in round 1 put her in the same boat as unknown. She needs some big points if she hopes to make round 3. That's group 4, so let's send them up to the top of the trail for race number 1. What a great start for Blink, as she gets the whole shot, gets a free track, and gets a free run to the finish. Sneaky Bob and Unknown get into it, but it's Blink that pulls out a perfect run. She gets up on 2 wheels after the jump, but that only sets her up for a beautiful, straight, clean run right to the finish line. That picks up maximum points and puts her right into a great spot going into the second lap. We're just going to double check to make sure that Sneaky Bob actually didn't cross the line. As he comes down on the inside, he hits the berm and his rear wheel just doesn't tag the line. That's still 9 points for Sneaky Bob, continuing his trend of top runners doing well. And just as I say that, it looks like the commentator curse has struck again. Sneaky Bob gets out first in front of Blink, but unfortunately that puts him sideways. That allows Blink to get another great run. She's in third at the jump, but then takes Unknown into the wall, puts him into a pit, and she is able to back it across the line for another big score. That's 2 for 2 for Blink, and everybody else is wondering what just happened. Sneaky Bob finally put some points on the board, but I don't know if it's a little too late to keep up with the boys up at the top. Blink looks to have another good run, but gets tagged by Unknown just before the jump. She recovers well though, but unfortunately at the jump it unsettles her. Bob goes over the line in a handstand. Let's look at this again. He hits the jump and boom, goes right over. I've seen that move before. But it's Blink who comes up big in this round. Well, a 40 is definitely not going to cut it. Sorry, Unknown. Looks like Sneaky Bob has done enough to keep his number 4 placing, and a great showing from Blink sees her climb up just behind Numbskull. That could prove to be a great score with only 6 drivers remaining. That puts us 2/3 of the way through round number 2, and with the math, the top 3 drivers have clinched their place in round 3. 4 through 9 will be determined next time as we bring you the final 2 groups for this round. With the way the trail can break hearts, I expect the unexpected. I've yet to see Mr. Dark as well, but someone's got to draw the short straw and tell him the bad news. Once again, if you like what we do here, I encourage you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the upcoming content. That's it for now. I've been your host, 905. Thank you for watching, and for the love of diecast, keep racing. Okay, Ha then, Sung. The reason why I called you here. I need the Planetary Watch Command to find Mr. Dark. I know he's the one behind the drivers disappearing, so I need you to tell him that we'll cut him a deal, okay? You're the best bet to be able to bring him to reason.